And I felt kind of embarrassed, like when my son come from school, he had to write, a paragraph out. And then if he didn't know the word, he'll ask me, and I felt really bad. So I said, now it's time for me to go back to school, learn how to write, correct the word, and then when he asks me, I can help him.
Like Barbara, many adults feel embarrassed about their writing. They worry about not being correct, about their spelling, their handwriting, or their grammar.
It's important for new writers, like Barbara, to focus first on the message they want to communicate before they worry about making it correct.
A person can do this by using what we call a 5-step writing process, or free writing. The first step in this process is to rehearse. Working alone or with others, the writer identifies the topic and what she wants to say about that topic.
In step 2, the writer creates a draft, trying to capture ideas on paper without worrying about spelling or grammar.
In step 3, the writer revises what she has written. Her purpose is to clarify her ideas, to ensure that they are presented in a logical order, and to add any other information which will make the writing clearer or more effective.
When the writer is satisfied that the message is clear, she can move on to step 4, editing. It is only here that a person needs to be concerned about making the piece correct. This is the time to fix things such as spelling, grammar, capitalization, or punctuation.
In step 5, the writer does what's needed to publish the piece or to share it with someone else. This could mean making a clean copy of a personal note to send a friend, typing a letter to the editor for the local paper, or publishing the piece in a book or newsletter.
During this tape, we're going to look more closely at 3 of these 5 steps: rehearse, revise, and edit. We'll look first at how to use brainstorming and mapping to help learners rehearse their ideas. Barbara and her group have just finished reading a piece entitled Hard Times, which was written by another adult new reader. Let's see how Jane helps them link their writing to what they have read.
What do you think about what Margaret's told you about her mother's life? What strikes you as interesting?
There's some, like, when I was coming up, my mother don't had to do the same thing, because when we was coming up, they didn't have no washing machine and dryer like they do today, so we had to wash in a sink or either a big tub.
Outside?
Yeah,
just
and
like
with a rub board.
Did you ever have to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, so you saw your mom do that and you did that yourself?
Yeah.
What do you think Margaret wants? She's learned some things from her mother, and she says, I hope that my children will continue in this way to teach their children the same values.
Responsibility.
Are there some things you learned from your mother that you want to teach your children?
Yeah.
What, Pauline?
Just the way she cooks for us or cleans the house. I mean, my mother was so spotless, you can eat off her floors, I mean, getting kissed and hugs at night before you go to bed and say, I love you.
So those
stuff
are
like that. And that's what we're teaching our son now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Anybody else, something in particular you learned from your mother that you hope to pass on to your kids?
Support. If you need, your mom, if you need to talk to your mother, she's always there for you. And, she always lets you know if you need her, she's there. She shows you that she's there for you, not just say, well, you can talk to me. And if you have problems, you can always tell her about it and without getting your head snapped off.
Right. Well, you know that one of the things we've been trying to do in these lessons for our project this month is to write about different members of our family and different friends. So why don't we today try doing some writing about our mothers, the different things that you've been talking about a little bit. What are some things, if you were to write about your mothers, you might want to tell your kids or someone else who would be reading this?
How my mother brought me up when I was a little girl. I explained it to my daughters. Like, we had to go to the orange field and pick oranges to make a living. And my kid thought, Mama, you did all this? I said, yes, I did. I picked beans and everything.
about some of the other kinds of things you remember growing up? Pauline, I know you said your mother had died when you were 13.
Yeah, I got twin brother.
And you got a twin brother. Some
yes.
things that you remember even when you were growing up to 13?
You know, me and my brother used to get in trouble. Get a lot of trouble.
And how would your mother react to that?
Well, she had these set of lamps, and me and my brother had screwdrivers. We went in the drawer and got screwdrivers, and we took them all apart. Oh, yeah.
What did she say when she found out?
Oh, she was mad.
Okay. I'm just going to put this story about took lamps apart.
Oh, she was mad.
Mom mad. Okay. Anybody else have any times when you remember something you did and your mother caught you at it?
Yeah, my mother caught me when I went and got one of her cigarettes.
And?
Went in the bathroom and started puffing it.
Okay, smoking in the bathroom. What did she do, Barbara?
Well, she was mad.
Did she make you smoke more?
She made me smoke the whole thing.
Well, let's try taking these ideas and see if we can create a map. We've done that before with some of our other writing to give us a picture of how the ideas relate to each other. So we'll come back to this chart, and one of them, if we're going to say our main topic is my mother, and we've got lots of different ideas here. Some of them are, you know, for Pauline's mother or Betty's mother or Barbara's mother, so they aren't for everybody here. And one we've got here, I think you said a minute ago, Betty, we were saying, how are these ideas related, all these stories?
Punishment.
Okay, something about, remember about being punished. So that's kind of a good subtopic here on punishment. And we've got 3 stories here. We've got the one about the lamp, and we've got one about smoking, and we've got one about skipping school. This value of security from your mother, that's a pretty big topic. So can you give me some examples of how you felt safe with your mother or how your mother made you feel secure?
She always made it possible for you to have a place to stay. Clothes, you know, she gave you the knowledge and security to go to school so you can get a good education whether you did or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's, like I said, she was always there when you needed her. You was picked on in school, nobody in school did anything about it. She came to the school to find out what was going on. But you find some parents today, they don't go and see about anything. You know, they care less how the kids get along in school.
Yeah, long as they is not in their hair,
Right.
you know, long as they outside doing what they want to do, and the mother inside don't even must come out to see what their kids getting into.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I got an 18-year-old. I call her school every morning and make sure she there. And her teacher told me, say, you know what, so you the only parents I know to call to check up on their child.
Okay, that's great. Well, let's put that down as one last topic then, is sort of feeling secure.